The room was dim, lit only by the subtle glow of red and amber LED strips that ran along the corners of the recording studio. The air was thick with focus and anticipation, the kind that comes before creation. Sitting before a large silver microphone, Jungkook of BTS leaned forward, his posture relaxed yet charged with silent intensity. His black sweater blended into the darkness of the room, while the slight glint of his earring caught the faint light every time he moved in this rare and quiet space. Far removed from the chaos of the stage, the superstar wasn't the global idol millions screamed for. Here, he was an artist, bare, raw, and human. The way he tilted his head slightly closer to the mic, the controlled breath before each line, and the occasional hum that escaped his lips, all painted the image of someone immersed in his own world of sound. Observers lucky enough to witness the moment described it as mysterious yet magnetic. The scene itself felt cinematic, one of those behind-the-scenes glimpses that speak louder than any performance. It wasn't the glitz, not the choreography or flashing lights. It was a portrait of solitude, art, and evolution. Rumors had begun swirling online just hours after a short clip surfaced of Jungkook recording alone. Armies around the world went into speculation mode. Was this the sign of a new album, or perhaps a collaboration shrouded in secrecy? Whatever it was, the atmosphere surrounding Jungkook hinted at transformation. Perhaps even the dawn of a new musical era. To understand the weight of this moment, one must look back at Jungkook's journey as a musician. From BTS's early days, when he was known as the Golden Magne, to his solo releases that pushed the boundaries of genre and emotion, Jungkook has always carried a hunger for growth. Each stage of his career has been marked by experimentation. His early covers of pop and R&B songs showed a young artist exploring his vocal range and emotional tone. Over the years, that curiosity turned into mastery. Jungkook's voice became not just technically perfect, but deeply expressive, each performance layered with subtle vulnerability. The mysterious recording session, then, wasn't just another day in the studio. It was part of an ongoing evolution. Fans have noticed the shift, darker tones, deeper lyrics, and a more mature energy in his recent works. While BTS is known for messages of hope and self-love, Jungkook's solo journey delves into the complexities of identity, isolation, and desire. In this new era, Jungkook doesn't just sing to his audience, he sings through them. His music invites listeners to feel, reflect, and even ache alongside him. The mysterious atmosphere of the studio mirrors that emotional depth, the solitude of an artist daring to confront his inner world. The darkness of the studio in the photo is more than an aesthetic choice. It's a metaphor. In art, darkness often symbolizes introspection, mystery, or rebirth. For Jungkook, it may represent a transition, the end of one chapter and the birth of another. Black, as a color, absorbs everything. It reflects no light, keeping secrets within. That image of Jungkook, his face half lit as he sings into the mic, tells a silent story of contrast between what fans see and what he feels, between global fame and personal solitude. The sound engineers who've worked with Jungkook often mention his precision. He's not one to settle for good enough. Every note, every breath, must carry meaning. That meticulous approach adds to the mystique. Behind closed doors, he's sculpting something with purpose, a soundscape that might once again redefine K-pop's boundaries. What lies beyond that dark studio door is unknown, but perhaps that's the beauty of it. Every great artist's journey is written not just in the spotlight, but also in the shadows where no one's watching. Music insiders have speculated that Jungkook's recent sessions are part of a larger creative shift within the industry. With streaming platforms expanding the global reach of artists like never before, boundaries between genres are blurring. Jungkook, known for his versatility, seems poised to embrace that evolution fully. One producer reportedly described the new material as something cinematic and deeply emotional, with textures that blend modern electronic sounds with classic vocal storytelling. If true, this would mark a bold step, a synthesis of Western and Korean musical sensibilities, driven by Jungkook's vision. Fans online have noticed cryptic clues too. A few weeks before the photo went viral, Jungkook posted an image on his social platform with only a single caption, Silence speaks. Now, that phrase feels prophetic. Silence did speak. Through the stillness of that studio, the poised focus of his expression, and the faint hum of creativity captured in the photo. Perhaps what makes this moment so compelling is the contrast between the public image of Jungkook the idol and Jungkook the artist. To billions, he's the embodiment of perfection, flawless vocals, striking visuals, charisma on stage. But within the intimate walls of the studio, perfection takes a different form, raw honesty in the idol world. Appearances are curated, moments are polished. Yet here, the lighting is imperfect, his hair tucked beneath a simple beanie, his posture casual. It's not about looking perfect, it's about feeling real. Artists often say that recording sessions are where they confront their truest selves. Away from cameras and scripts, they're left alone with sound. Their voice becomes confession. Jungkook's expression in the photo captures that exact moment. When the line between performer and person disappears, and all that remains is truth as always. ARMY's reactions have been nothing short of passionate. Social media platforms lit up within minutes of the image circulating, with trending tags like hashtag Jungkook in studio and hashtag NewEraJK reaching millions of posts. Fan theories flooded timelines. Some believed he was preparing a surprise single. Others thought it might be part of a soundtrack project or a cross-genre collaboration. A few even suggested he could be experimenting with self-produced tracks, a rumor supported by his growing interest in composing and arrangement. But beyond speculation, what united fans was admiration. The image didn't need explanations or teasers, it spoke for itself. The calm intensity in Jungkook's face was enough to send waves of emotion across the globe. The mysterious photo marked a pause in the noise of fame. It reminded everyone that beneath the glamour and global acclaim, Jungkook remains what he has always been, an artist chasing the next sound, the next emotion, the next story to tell. The darkness surrounding him was not emptiness. It was potential, waiting to be illuminated by music only he could create. And as silence filled the studio once more, Jungkook exhaled slowly, closed his eyes, and pressed record. Hours turned into days, and what began as a single photo evolved into a cultural conversation. Analysts, journalists, and even music theorists started dissecting what Jungkook's next move could mean for both K-pop and the broader music landscape. The image of him in that dimly lit studio wasn't just another celebrity sighting. It became a symbol of artistic transformation. Every great musician has a pivotal moment in their career, a time when they step away from expectations and choose to define themselves anew. For Jungkook, this seemed to be that moment. The shadows, the microphone, and his unwavering focus hinted at the birth of something that could transcend genre and language. Inside the studio, witnesses recalled the sound of a deep, resonant bass line weaving beneath ethereal melodies, sounds that felt cinematic, almost dreamlike. Jungkook's voice layered over it, not as a pop idol, but as a storyteller. His tone, rich and textured, carried both familiarity and something startlingly new. He wasn't afraid to experiment. He blended the softness of lo-fi rhythms with haunting choral harmonies, then suddenly broke into crescendos of raw emotional power. It was music that demanded silence, music that made listeners stop and feel. Behind the glass wall of the control room, producers watched him with quiet awe. He knows what he wants, one said softly. Every take is intentional. Every pause matters. They spoke about how Jungkook often records in near darkness, asking for the lights to be dimmed so that only the glow of the control console remains. He says it helps him hear the truth of the song, stripping away distractions. In that solitude, he becomes both singer and sound architect, shaping emotion into art.